Welcome to part two of the Star Wars Diorama building series, where we're going to start doing this Geonosis base. And this has been scaled primarily for the Micro Galaxy Squadron, but you could certainly scale it up or down for 4-inch figures or 6-inch figures. But no matter what scale you use, the foundation, the base itself, is made from this stuff here. This is a rigid pink foam insulation. It comes in, there's the dimensions there, okay? And what you want to do is you go to Home Depot. I don't know if they sell it at Lowe's. I only have a Home Depot near me. But you want to go into the insulation section, and they have large pieces of this, like huge 4x8 sheets of it, or then they have this particular size, this 2 foot by 2 foot sheet. And that's really what I use. It's good scale. And so that is number one. So no matter what size, what scale, no matter what you want to do, if you like the results that I get, I usually almost always start with a piece of this. Now, I'll tell you that this piece of insulation here at this dimension, the 2 foot by 2 foot piece, is about $8. And typically I get maybe about 4 or 5 dioramas out of a sheet of it. So, you know, it's somewhere around $2, $2 per project. So you get a lot of value out of it. And you can also take the scraps and turn it into other things. So that's the first thing that you're going to need, is this foam. Now, the other thing that you're going to need, and this is going to be a little bit of an issue maybe for some people, but this is one that in order to get the results, the best way to cut this foam into whatever shape you want is to use a foam cutter. Now, the foam cutter that I use, I bought at the Hobby Lobby, and I got it on sale many years ago, probably about 6 or 7 years ago. And the one that I bought is this one right here. It's not too fancy. It's a great one though. It gives you the instructions on how to use it on the back. It's basically a wire, a hot wire, and it's similar to like a bandsaw, where the hot wire just cuts through the styrofoam like nothing. And you know, you just cut it into whatever shape you want, and then it just does a beautiful job. There's no mess to it. It just cuts beautifully. So in order to get the results that I think that you're going to be looking for, that sort of professional style, there's this type of hot wire cutter, or several others. They get much fancier than this. But even the one I think they even sell them at hardware stores, like $10. I actually have a handheld one, and it's awesome, and I get the same results out of it. So you don't have to spend a ton. But that's the second thing. So first is the foam, second is the foam cutter. All right. And then the third thing that you're going to need is you're going to need just your good old glue gun, and along with that, just some cheap glue. Now with this glue, that's going to be the basis for essentially we can make our own Mod Podge out of it. And the Mod Podge, I do have some here. Mod Podge is what a lot of modelers use for dioramas. It seals everything together, it makes a beautiful finish, and it acts just like glue. And it sets up in maybe about 20 minutes. But we don't need to do that. We don't need to buy that. That's about $6 or $7 for a thing of that. And basically, PVC glue is the same thing. So just go to the dollar store and buy a PVC glue for $1, $1.25, whatever. And get you a couple of these, and you will be good to go. You will be able to do just about everything with this glue. That's it. The other thing you're going to need to start is you're going to need a couple of inexpensive paint brushes, maybe even just the foam ones like this. Okay, so just foam brushes, and this is like an old Chinese food container, and this is what I use to put in the paint, the glue, everything. Just very simple. So a few simple ingredients. So this is what we're looking at to start with. That, and then why not throw in the paprika and the orange peel. So this is just some regular old paprika and some orange peel granules, and you can see where I'm going with this. This is the Geonosis dirt, and these are the little Geonosis pebbles, and they are unbelievably similar, at least in my opinion, to the results that you see on film. So there you go. Stand by for part 3, and we'll start